Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm starting an incredible journey teaching Java programming from absolute scratch. And today, we're kicking off Module 1 with the most fundamental question. What exactly is Java? And more importantly, how did it become one of the most dominant programming languages in the world? So grab your coffee, pun intended. You'll understand why in a minute. And let's dive in. Alright, let's start with the absolute basics. What is Java? Now, I want to explain this in the simplest way possible. Imagine you want to tell a story to a group of friends, but here's the catch. Some speak English, some speak Spanish, others speak Chinese or French. Normally, you'd need to learn each language separately to communicate with everyone, right? But what if you had a magical translator that could tell your story to everyone simultaneously, no matter what language they speak? That would be amazing. Well, that's exactly what Java is for computers. Java is a programming language, basically a way for humans to write instructions that computers can understand. But what makes Java truly special is this. You write your instructions once, and they can run on any device. I'm talking Windows computers, Mac computers, Linux servers, Android phones, smart TVs, and yes, even smart refrigerators. This is what we call platform independence, and it's absolutely revolutionary. Let me give you a proper definition here. Java is a popular, powerful, and platform-independent programming language used to create applications for computers, phones, websites, games, and almost anything electronic that needs programming. It's that versatile. Now, let's talk about the fascinating history of Java, because trust me, it's quite a story. Our journey begins back in 1991. A brilliant engineer named James Gosling was working at a company called Sun Microsystems. Now, Gosling and his team faced a really frustrating problem. They wanted to program various consumer electronic devices, things like TVs, VCRs, and even toasters. But here's the issue. Each device had different hardware, and they needed completely different programming for each one. Writing separate code for every single device was an absolute nightmare. It was time-consuming, expensive, and just inefficient. So Gosling had a brilliant idea. He created a new programming language that could solve this problem once and for all. He called it Oak, named after an oak tree that stood right outside his office window. Isn't that cool? The goal was simple but ambitious. Write once, run anywhere. The idea was to write code one single time and have it work on any device. Revolutionary for that time. But here's where it gets interesting. Fast forward to 1995, and the team had a problem. The name Oak was already trademarked by another company. Oops! So they needed a new name, and quickly. Legend has it that while the team was brainstorming new names, they were drinking lots and lots of coffee. They particularly loved Java coffee, which comes from the Indonesian island of Java. Someone suggested the name, everyone loved it, and boom, Java was born. And you know what? The Java logo to this very day is a steaming cup of coffee. How awesome is that? On May 23, 1995, Java was officially released to the public, and the timing couldn't have been better. The internet was just starting to become popular and accessible to regular people. Java allowed websites to have interactive content, animations, games, dynamic features, things that were impossible before. It exploded in popularity almost overnight. By 1996, Java version 1.0 was officially released. Netscape Navigator, which was the biggest web browser at the time, started supporting Java. This introduced something called Java applets. These were small programs that could run directly in your web browser. Developers absolutely loved it. And why? Well, first, it worked seamlessly on Windows, Mac, and Linux. Second, it was much easier to learn and use than C and C++, which were the dominant languages back then. And third, it had automatic memory management, which meant way fewer crashes and bugs. This was huge. Moving into the 2000s, Java evolved even further. In 1999, Sun Microsystems introduced the Java 2 platform with 3 distinct editions. There was J2SE, the standard edition for desktop applications. Then J2EE, the enterprise edition for large-scale business applications. And finally, J2ME, the micro edition designed for mobile phones. This was before smartphones, mind you. We're talking old Nokia phones here. Big corporations, banks, hospitals, government agencies started adopting Java for their critical systems. Why? Because Java was secure, reliable, and scalable. Whether you had 10 users or 10 million users, Java could handle it. This enterprise adoption cemented Java's position as a serious professional programming language. But the real game changer came in 2008. Google launched Android, their mobile operating system for smartphones. And guess what language they chose for developing Android apps? Java. Suddenly, billions of phones worldwide were running Java code. This wasn't just popular anymore. This was global domination. Java's reach expanded exponentially, and it became one of the most widely used programming languages on the planet. Now in 2010, there was a major corporate change. Oracle Corporation acquired Sun Microsystems, which meant Oracle now owned Java. They've continued developing and improving the language ever since, maintaining its relevance in the modern programming world. Let me show you how Java has evolved in recent years. In 2011, we got Java 7 with better performance and new features. Then in 2014, Java 8 was released, and folks, this was huge. It introduced lambdas and streams, fundamentally changing how developers write Java code. Even today, in 2024, Java 8 is still widely used in production systems around the world. That's how impactful it was. Java 9 came in 2017 with a modular system. Java 10 in 2018 brought local variable type inference. Then Java 17 in 2021 became a long-term support version, meaning it gets extended support and updates. And most recently, Java 21 in 2023 is the latest LTS version that companies are now adopting. Since 2017, Java has adopted a new release schedule. Instead of waiting years between major versions, Java now releases a new version every 6 months. However, not all versions are equal. The LTS or long-term support versions come out every 2 to 3 years, and these are the stable versions that businesses and enterprises actually use in production. Let me paint you a timeline to visualize this evolution. In 1991, Oak was created by James Gosling. In 1995, it was renamed to Java and released publicly. 1996 saw Java 1.0 during the Internet boom. 1999 brought us the 3 editions, SE, EE, and ME. 2004 gave us Java 5 with major language improvements. 2008 was the Android explosion, putting Java on billions of mobile devices. 2010 marked Oracle's acquisition of Sun. 2014 brought Java 8, the most popular version ever created. 2017 started the new rapid 6-month release cycle. And here we are in 2024 with Java 21, a modern, fast, and incredibly powerful language. So why was Java created in the first place? The creators had 5 specific goals in mind. First, they wanted it to be simple and familiar, easier than C and C++, but with similar syntax so experienced programmers could transition easily. Second, it needed to be object-oriented, where everything is organized as objects, making code reusable and maintainable. Third, platform independence was crucial, that write once, run anywhere philosophy. Fourth, security was built into the core, making it safe for internet applications. And fifth, it needed to be robust and reliable, with automatic memory management to prevent crashes. Let me share some key milestones to remember. 1995, Java released publicly. 1996, Java 1.0 launched. 2004, Java 5 brought major upgrades. 2006, Java became open source. 2008, Android chose Java as its primary language. 2014, Java 8 revolutionized the language. 2018, the new rapid release cycle began. And 2024, Java 21 LTS is our current stable version. Now for some fun facts that'll blow your mind. First, that coffee connection I mentioned? Java was almost named Silk or DNA, but Java won because the development team was absolutely addicted to coffee. How fitting, right? Second, Oracle's famous slogan is 3 billion devices run Java, but honestly, that's a massive underestimate now. The number is way, way higher. Third, you know Minecraft? That massively popular game that took over the world? The original version was written entirely in Java. Fourth, about 90% of Fortune 500 companies use Java in their operations. These are the biggest, most successful companies on Earth. Fifth, NASA uses Java for some of their space applications. Your code could literally go to space. And sixth, many smart TVs and Blu-ray players that you probably have in your home right now are running Java behind the scenes. So let's summarize everything you need to remember from this video. Java is a programming language that lets you write code once and run it absolutely anywhere. It was created in 1991 by James Gosling at Sun Microsystems. It was publicly released in 1995 and became hugely popular with the internet boom. Android phones use Java, making it one of the most used programming languages in history. Oracle has owned Java since 2010. Java 21 is the latest stable version as of 2024, and it's still incredibly popular, used in mobile apps, websites, games, banking systems, hospitals, government systems, and so much more. If you've made it this far, congratulations. You now understand what Java is, where it came from, and why it matters. In our next video, we're going to explore the features and advantages of Java and understand exactly why Java dominates the programming world, even after nearly 30 years. If you found this helpful, please smash that like button. It really helps the channel grow. Subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss the next video in this series. Drop any questions in the comments below. I read every single one, and I'm here to help you learn. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one, where we dive into features and advantages of Java. Why Java dominates.